Hey everyone, we are back with What's Sold on eBay for the weekend. Linda, my beautiful wife here, me, Cameron, or Cam, we sell stuff on eBay, not junk. You guys get on me if I say that. We sell gently used and sometimes very used items and online on eBay and different platforms now, or sometimes brand new, for a profit. They're hopefully for a profit to make some money to pay the bills for the lights and the house that we live in. So pretty cool. This is the weekend recap from Friday through Monday from our eBay store and our Mercari store and our Poshmark store. It's the weekend. Okay, babe, how do we do? What are our totals for today?
So our totals for today, first on eBay, we sold 31 items for just over $11.65.
Pretty good. I like it a little bit better, but it's almost $400 a day.
And then on Mercari, our first sale on Mercari, we sold one item for $24.
She got all of her little things on her phone up.
And then on Poshmark, sale numero dos, we sold one item for $30.
Plus they play shipping on that one. Mercari's free shipping.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just started on those platforms this past week. I haven't cross-posted in days though. I only have like 40 items up on each. So the fact we sold anything is pretty impressive. The goal is over the next month to really get cross-posted as many as we can, and then see if maybe Linda could share the closet on Poshmark every once in a while and try to move some of these clothing items, some other stuff we got lying around, and have some different revenue streams aside from eBay. So we'll keep you posted. The plan is 6 months of trial. We're using lists perfectly. We'll let you know how it goes, and we'll see how we do. Okay, first item, we'll do Poshmark.
So we got Poshmark. We have a pair of men's Big Star vintage jeans. These are distressed. They're size 29-32. And they sold for $30 plus shipping on Poshmark.
They were listed on eBay for quite a few months. We got them listed at 50 or best offer. I would have taken a $40 offer in a second. So 30 plus shipping is essentially the same thing. I think Poshmark fees might be a little bit more, but at the same time, it's been up for 3 or 4 months with no action. So the fact that it's moving, getting out of the inventory, we'll take it. I'm only in it for $5 as well. So pretty cool.
And then for Mercari, our sale for the day is a jersey. It's a Green Bay Packers jersey, number 52 for Clay Matthews. And it's
my mom's favorite player.
Oh, is that the guy with the blonde guy that she likes?
The long hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to my mother-in-law.
Yeah. I think she already has his jersey, though. Maybe.
Maybe. She's going to be mad at you if she didn't and you sold it. And that jersey did sell for $24 shipped.
We did run into our first hiccup though, because this sold on Mercari, and literally I was at church and I had like 10 minutes had gone by, and I was like, okay, the next break I'll go ahead and I'll cancel it, and it sold on Poshmark. Someone had literally bought it on Poshmark again. So I messaged them and said, hey, I literally just sold this. I was at church, haven't had a chance to take it down yet. I said, hey, if you want something else in the store, I did cancel it. That's not ideal. That's going to be where we run into some issues when we've cross-post. I did delist it from eBay, but that one was only $5. Sold it for $24, free shipping. It should go first class, I think, because this is a smaller jersey. So we'll make a little bit of money and we get it out of the inventory. So we're happy about that. But let's get into eBay. This will probably always be our bread and butter. This is where we'll probably make most of our bucks, but the other ones are just to kind of supplement. And sorry for the close-up of my face.
I'm not.
Well, I hope not. You married this, so you're very wise, though, for a young person.
Next up, we have... Okay, first up on eBay, we have an Xbox 360 game. This is Lord of the Rings Conquest.
You remember we just sold this on a different platform. Do you remember? PC. Computer.
Okay. And it sold for $22 shipped.
So a good game, because it sold for like $35 on the PC, so $22.
It's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and it sold for $12 and some change.
That one was on a sale. It's been up for a while. It's one of those big PlayStation lots, so...
Then we got a Panasonic phone. We sold 2 of these last week, and now this is our last one we're selling. It is the expansion handset, and it sold for $22 shipped.
So that Panasonic phone was $5, and that was the good one because we sold $60-something in phones, which is pretty awesome. Not every phone base and set is worth selling. Some just sell the bases. Some aren't even worth your time. So.
Look at that, almost matches the top of my head.
Well, you're orange. This is yellow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Next up, we got a Dyson DC33. This is the vacuum canister. So this is the dust part.
I think this came off of our friends. And they gave us their Dyson that broke.
maybe. And this one did sell for $47.
Problem is those ones, those little canisters, the big Dyson ones, you got to be careful because sometimes they can burn you on the shipping. Make sure your box is very perfect almost to fit it because you don't want to
like that shark one we did last week.
Yeah, you got to be careful where you don't go crazy with it. So
next up we've got,
I don't even remember what the shark one was. Was it expensive?
I don't remember. Next up we got Paperboy for the Sega Genesis, cartridge only, and that one sold for $15 shipped.
Step on a rock?
Or dice.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is cool.
This is a cool sale, guys.
I'll have to get it out. It's cool because
wrap it around yourself.
Like a shawl.
Here we go, guys. So this is our awesome sale of the day.
This is
the weekend.
Granny Cam. How do I look? This is my St. Patty's Day attire.
Aren't you Irish?
There's some Irish in me, yeah.
Perfect. So this is a crocheted St. Patrick's Day green blanket. And it is the...
Which I just named it that because it has a bunch of greens on it. Like, it doesn't like say St. Patty's Day or anything. I just put that because it's green.
It is a 45 by 40 custom, and it sold
Which is not the biggest that we have. This is,
this is actually kind of small.
Smaller. We have a ton of these. But this sold for?
Sold for $40 shipped.
One
if you
in
need
California
a blanket,
too?
hit us up.
Our second one to sell, we have probably 40 of them.
Yeah, any color you need, I probably got it.
Yeah. She says we probably have it.
I probably got it.
So we'll definitely want to move those. If you need a granny crochet Afghan or whatever, hit us up.
Not granny.
They're called granny squares when they do the squares.
Yeah, but now they're hipster things because hipsters decorate their houses with them.
Okay, I don't know what the hipsters do, man. I'm still in the 90s. Maybe I'd be a hipster then.
Yeah. Next up, we got a golf club. This is a Cleveland Highbore.
Yeah.
Oh. Driver. That's all I know.
She's 11.5 degree. Pretty good Cleveland club here. It's got someone's name on it. Ray used to use this. Probably got a lot of good drives out of it. But there's still some life left.
Or he didn't, and that's why he got rid of it.
Maybe. But it sold for?
Sold for $65 shipped.
People have asked how we ship those drivers, and the drivers we have, what's the size? 4866? Yeah. I bought a bunch of 4866 boxes.
They're expensive.
They're like two something a piece when I buy them in bulk. So it's a pretty expensive box, but I don't have time to go look for the right box for those, and the priority mail tubes just don't really fit the drivers that well unless you really shove them in there. So
yeah, so you got to really sell that club.
But if I'm selling a driver, we're probably selling it for at least $50, and it's usually going to ship, I would say 15 or less almost every time, maybe 16. So we can afford $2 extra, $3 extra for a box. But you could check your local golf store and see if they have any in their dumpster.
Yeah,
which I probably should do. No.
I don't even know where we'd go.
I'd probably go to Big Five or like Dick's Sporting Goods or something because they have golf clubs sometimes.
We don't have a Dick's.
Well, I'm just saying I'd find one.
We have to go to the next town over. Okay, this is a set of 6 3D Halloween sticker scenes. So they got they're puffy, so you can feel the sticker. It's really cool.
These are pretty. After I saw them, I was like, I probably should have told Linda about these.
Yeah, because they are pretty cool. But they sold for $20 shipped.
They were $3 a piece, so we actually, pretty much sold them for what they're worth. After shipping we won't, but I think I got them for $1 or $2 for all of them. So, just happy to see them go. Hopefully they'll go to a nice, good home and they'll decorate for Halloween. This was from camp.
Yes, this is a DVD from camp. This is Boxing Helena.
I've never heard of it. She's basically half nude. There's some dude on there. Julian.
She looks like she's in a box. Maybe that's what boxing, as in boxing an item. He's boxing her.
It's just really weird. But again, this is why I've never seen this. Kind of weird. These are the DVDs you want to look up because
it sold for $40 shipped.
$40.
Was that one, the big thrift store we go to?
Yeah.
And they have them against the wall.
The ladies are kind of mean there, though.
Oh, the ladies are mean there.
Yeah, it was $2. I saw it, scanned it, boom. Again, you don't have to know about DVDs, guys. You don't have to know everything.
Just look for the weird.
Look for weird ones you ain't heard of. Stuff that looks kind of risque, or maybe less than just top tier movie quality. Sometimes those are the ones you want to pick up and will worth some money. Anyways, next item.
Next item is a pair of Adidas training pants. These are new with tag on them.
They used to have a Costco tag on it, but I'm gonna be honest, guys, I pulled that off.
Yeah, because
not Costco's great, but I'm like, someone might think that this is lesser because it was from Costco. I'm just going to say it as an Adidas piece because that's exactly what it is. I didn't mislead or anything like that.
Nope, it's an Adidas piece.
I listed what it said in the listing, but I just took that off. I think some people, it might be like, Costco, it's probably just junk.
People love Costco.
This was $2 and it sold for?
$38 shipped.
$38 shipped.
And that is a bestie buy.
That was pretty good. What do we got next?
Next up is a vintage woodland camo shirt for maybe the navy. It is a large regular and it sold for $30 shipped.
These are the ones I like to buy, but really the pants are the ones that sell to buy.
Then we got a remote.
Only one remote sold this weekend.
This is going global shipping program. And it is a genuine Sony CD player remote. And it sold for $20 shipped.
Love it. Love remotes, guys. You know I love reselling. I'm a nerd. I get excited about little $20 remotes. There's people in the YouTube community who go, $20 ain't worth my time. I ain't getting out of bed for $50. You just leave these for me because I'm going to pick them up every time and we're going to make money. Yeah,
and when it takes you 3 months to sell a $50 item and make, $20, we're going to sell 50 of those.
Or I see people who are like, they'll post their 90-day total. And it's like, it's all retail arbitrage. And it'll say like the same 90-day total as me. I'm not going to say what it is, but just saying they're the same. And I'm like, yeah, but you probably paid, 60% of that is all in cost of goods. And when you're garage selling, you can get them for cheaper. Obviously different models, but I just mean like, some people, they'll just down the people who sell lower dollar items and be like, that's a waste of your time and blah, blah, blah. And that's their opinion. Don't let it get to you. Because the reality is do what works for you, whatever works for your business model. We're pretty successful on eBay, not to brag, but we've made quite a bit of money off little small dollar items. Depends on what you can find.
I'm bragging.
Yeah, Linda's like that. She'll just tell it to people's faces.
I'm like, oh, you suck.
She's kind of a sassy lady. Anyways.
Next up, we have
I love her so much.
Pair of vintage night lights. It's a puppy and a kitty.
These are adorable, but you can tell they're not the best quality.
No, they look like maybe you get them at the dollar store.
I think that's where they were from because we bought a bunch of stuff from our source. It was all like early 2000s like looking stuff like from the dollar store. But some of that stuff now is sellable. We sold a Merlin game for $50. Got a couple. We sold one of those little those bed things that we used to hold your bed sheets down.
Oh, yeah.
That was from there, too. So these were for $1 a piece, and they sold for?
$25 shipped.
$25. Hopefully someone will like them. I guess they like pets.
Next up is one of the coolest sales.
This is the best sale.
Talking about out of that vintage stuff, guys. So this is a pack of St. Ives shampoo and conditioner. These are the... Jojoba, which is some kind of...
It's a Swiss formula with panthenol, and one has biotin. I don't even know if you're allowed to use this anymore. This is old.
No, a lot of stuff still has biotin in it. It helps strengthen your hair.
No, I mean, this item. Like,
well, St. Ives still is available.
If this is going to, no, like just because this is from the 80s. But the reality is this is from that old health and beauty and cleaning supplies we got from the guy who bought a unit that had been locked up since the 80s. And it was a great buy for us. We made a lot of money. We still have some toilet paper if you need some from the 80s. Hit us up. But this was in there. I don't know what I got into it. Probably a couple bucks. And it sold for?
$150 shipped.
The best part of all, though, was not too long ago, some lady messaged me. I believe it was a lady. Nothing against ladies, but she was kind of rude. And she was like, that's never going to sell. Sell it to me for $40. It's not worth anything.
Obviously, it's worth $40 to her.
Yeah, so. You're just wasting your time. No one's going to buy it. And the fact that it's even listed that high is just ridiculous. And I was like...
kind of want to do a screenshot and send it.
So I'm like, well, you know what? $40 is pretty good for this. But your attitude ain't. So, you ain't getting it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe she said 50. I'd been like, you know what? $50 a slow day? Maybe 75. Who knows? But there were some comps that were kind of high up. So we waited, and then I think I sent an offer out to watchers. Had it at 200. Yeah, I think it was at 200 is what it was. And I sent out 150, and someone jumped on it. So, definitely cool, and that lady didn't get it. And you know what? You can't have a bad attitude all the time because people don't want... That's what, more bees with honey, right? The old expression, the old adage. So that's how it works with me. If you're going to be rude to me when you make me an offer, even if I would accept that offer, sometimes I'm like, not for you. I'll wait for that nice person who's like, oh, Cameron, will you take this, please, kindly? And I'm like, it's yours. So just keep that in mind, guys. That's just a life tip.
We have a Disney Store plush lot. These are the Sherbert cutesies. So it's Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, Piglet, and Tigger. I don't think we have Rabbit.
No. They're like a sherbet, kind of like a pastel-y, Easter almost
they're cute.
looking.
They have little, I think they're all dressed as butterflies, too.
Yeah. Took forever for us to find them.
They're soft, too. They're cute.
They were $1 a piece.
Like somebody's nursery, these are going to be looking so cute in there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But they sold for $30 shipped
for
the
$4 into 30. I didn't think they'd be worth a whole lot. A lot of Winnie the Pooh plush is not worth a lot, but they just look different, so I grabbed them. And what do we got?
Next up, we have Where the Girls Are, Volume 6.
I've been saying this my whole life. No, I haven't, guys. I never said that.
From the rock and roll.
That was just to get Linda's reaction.
And this one sold for $13 shipped.
I'm not really much of a ladies' man, to be honest with you. Linda makes fun of me all the time. I got no game, she says.
Well, he wouldn't have me if I hadn't messaged him first, so there you go.
Sorry, ladies. You should have messaged me. You could have had a chance. You could have been a contender.
Next up, we got a vintage homemade candy journal. This one is from 1970, and it is out of our paintball buy. So when
we don't sell much out. This is when we bought the paintball guns and all the books we loaded up your mom's car.
We don't sell much of that. But this one sold for $18.
One $18 ship. This one came out of right before COVID was happening. We bought all these books. We were about to go on vacation a couple months later. No, I bought this during COVID, right before going on vacation, and I loaded up her parents, both their SUVs full of boxes of books and paintball guns for like $900 or something. And we got some other stuff in there too. We sold through most of the books right away. I listed this one pretty high because at the time during COVID, people were buying like cooking books. They were doing the
homemade stuff, yeah.
You know, canning and stuff. So it took a while to sell, but hey, we'll take the money. Not that you guys care, but this is so when I get older and I want to watch what happened in my life, I can go back and watch my own videos and be like, oh, I remember that. This is really for me. Memorializing it. Next item.
Next item we have is Harry Nilsson Schmilson CD, remastered, and it sold for $9.50 shipped.
That was from the CD10 buy? Or no?
No.
I think it was. I just forgot to mark it.
No.
Okay.
Next up we have The Secret Language of Relationships.
I'm not going to pull it up. It's a pretty big book, but it's on the bottom here, so.
I think we sold The Secret Language of something else.
Birthdays.
Was it birthdays?
Birthdays, yeah.
Yeah, so.
We have one more, I think. These came from the buy where I got this table for $90.
Bestie buy.
Bunch of stuff.
And that book sold for $23 and some change.
So that was cool.
Next we have Turok Evolution for Xbox Original.
This is the manual, but it's the case didn't have the little sleeve in here, and it's got the disc. Or no, that's the cut of the case, I mean, and then the manual. So it's not the full one that goes around the back. So this was Turok, and it was in the big Xbox buy for $50. I think it's their third or fourth game to sell.
And it sold for $9 shipped. Then we have an SK Tools socket adapter. This is the 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch, and it sold for $9.50 shipped.
I did get a question. Someone asked, what kind of tool should you be looking for?
The kind you work with.
No. Hopefully you shouldn't be looking for tools. Look for good quality men and women out there, not tools.
No, tools are bad.
Anyways, the tools you want to sell that I've found for like wrenches and ratchets and sockets.
Not ratchets. Don't look for ratchets either.
SK Vintage Craftsman, which you need to do some research, but Vintage Craftsman, ones with V would be good. Mac Tools. Those are kind of the ones that I've found that have sold the best so far. We've sold some other brands too, but again, look for older stuff. Some of those name brands you can make some money on. Newer stuff, made in China stuff.
Yeah, made in the USA.
Made in the USA.
What was that one that was made in
Switzerland or Netherlands?
Was it Switzerland or something like that the other day?
I don't know what the name was. It was a random one. But again, don't go crazy on all Craftsman because newer Craftsman doesn't have the same value. Not that it's not good stuff because I have a Craftsman set that I got. And it works fine. But you want the vintage stuff. So made in USA, Craftsman, SK, Mac Tools is a good brand as always. Do some research. But there's some money there, guys. Next. Love this.
This is a Back to Basics blender.
I say this all the time, but I mean it, guys. I love reselling, but I love parting stuff out. There's nothing better than buying something, looking at the sale price for the whole unit. It's not really there, bad sell through. You part it out and you make more money and it sells quicker. Go ahead, babe. Teach the people.
This is the pitcher with the blade and the spout and all that. It's all in one shot, and it sold for $38 shipped.
And this is one where normally you see us and we'll part the lid, we'll part the blade out separately. But I looked and I saw that the best money was parting this out. People were selling this multiple times as a whole set, and it was selling for basically the same as parting it out. So I'm like, well, I'll just keep it together then. Other times I'm like, oh, I make more money parting out individually, and I'll go separate. So just break down the numbers, see what works for you. Happy about that. That was $2 for the whole blender thing. And I got this when I got that Bissell bath the other day.
Oh.
That was a great sale. And we sold both of the Donkey Kong bongos were from that sale. That was a great sale. I love that guy. He was super nice too.
Yeah.
His wife was gone. He goes, I don't care. Make me some offers and get rid of this stuff.
Wait, like gone?
No, she had gone to the store to get some donuts. And he goes, if you want to make a deal with me, I don't care. I need it gone because we're moving. And I'm like, their prices were like free anyways. I'm like, I can't even negotiate with you. That would be just insulting. Next item. Sorry,
Next
guys.
item. This is a Posture Pump Disc Hydrator. So this is for, it's an elliptical back rocker. The other one we sold was the neck one, and this is for your back. So
got
this
them both
one,
for $5 each. No, yeah, $5 each.
and this one sold for $45.
Thing is, it's in this like huge box, but it doesn't weigh that much.
Yeah.
I think the last one shipped for 15 or 16, and we sold it for 40. You're not gonna make a ton, but for $5. And it sold within a couple months. So
next up, we got a Sony Blu-ray player with the remote.
Even a little yellow sticker.
And it sold for $35.
Estimated savings of $11 a year. Granted, now it's probably estimated savings of $0 because ain't no one watching Blu-rays anymore.
Yeah,
everyone's streaming everything. But this person might be. Just to be clear, most Blu-rays are not worth your time. If you get one and it's a good Sony or one, or it's got Wi-Fi on it or something. Sometimes it can be worth it. If it has the remote, it's really what you need it. But this sold for $35. It's going to ship for anywhere from 10 to 15, 16 bucks. It's not going to be the greatest buy, but it was $2 for the whole unit. So, and it had the remote. That's why we did it. Don't go crazy on Blu-rays. If you get a DVD recorder, those ones that we sell, yes. Lynn doesn't care about this. She wants me to move on, but my job is to make sure you guys don't make the same mistakes that I have. Yeah. Anyways,
next up we've got the St. Joseph Daily Missile.
She needs this right here. This is good for her.
Confraternity version from 1963. This is a Kylie buy, by the way, and it sold for $35 shipped.
I think I paid $2. I don't remember where though, but pretty good.
Hopefully it wasn't Kylie that she bought and you stole it from her.
No. Plus, she was pretty much trying to give me everything. I had to force her to take stuff.
Well,
but she did buy a Game Boy. She bought a Game Boy. She found it. I didn't even see it with games, and she killed it on the Game Boy deal. I was like, part of me was like, I never find Game Boys anymore. But I was like, it's my sis. It's cool. I love her.
Next up, we've got...
She's doing really good on resale. So.
Midnight Club 3D for the PS2. And this one sold for $25 shipped. It is going global shipping program.
Maybe it's going to Canada or something. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Disc only. They paid a lot for just a disc. I would have thought they could have done a better deal.
Next up, we got this cool U.S. Navy Peacoat. It is black. It is a size 46 large, maybe? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think it's long.
Oh, long. It is from the Quarter Deck Collection, and it sold for $75 shipped, and it is a bestie buy.
I didn't show it because it's just big. We have two of these. We have a 38 regular, which is obviously a little bit smaller size. 46, I think, is a large size. 46, 40 is large. I think 50, 52 is... No, it's extra large. No. I don't remember. But these Quarter Deck ones are nice if you can find them in the bigger sizes. Again, one of my sources, he gets a lot of military stuff because he does clean-outs of, the people he works with do clean-outs and stuff, so they get a lot of military stuff, so that's how he makes some of the money on that. Cool.
Next up, we got Venom. So this is a Marvel superhero. This is Venom, and he is black with a pink tongue. He is also a Spider-Man villain, and he sold for $10
Is he a villain,
shipped.
though? He's just an interesting character.
He's kind of half and half. He's in the gray area.
He kind of just floats on that. Even like Loki sometimes isn't truly a villain. He's a villain, but he's kind of sometimes you can see that he's not. Some people are truly villain. I'm not even sure if I'm not even sure if Thanos is truly a villain.
Oh boy. Let's
because
not that on here.
For those of you that watch,
we have John.
No, let me say this. Let me say this on record. His intentions, because he thought the world was going to turn on what happened to his world, and everyone was going to starve. So even though it was kind of like a messed up thought process, he thought he was going to help people, in his own mind. It's weird. Anyways.
Did you know that in the 70s, the U.S. was proposed an idea to do that same thing?
Yeah, that's why half of us aren't here.
That's not it. Next up, wait, what?
What? You didn't know? Half the population was eliminated in the 70s.
We have a CD. This is
They blamed it on weed.
Songs by Stephen Foster, and this one sold for $30 shipped.
I need to wipe it down a little bit, but this was a random CD, and this is from the CD10 buy. I may not say it, but it is. I know it is because I just listed it. I'm like, there's no way this is worth anything. I looked at it, I'm like, oh my, this is worth something. You rarely find a UCD worth $30, especially one by Stephen Foster, whoever that is.
Now check this one out. This is a bomb sale. This is
Bomb.
The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the Nintendo Player's Guide. It is not in the best condition. The back cover does have a tear on the top that is coming off, and the corners are obviously all a little bit dented and stuff.
Like
so it is listed
it's
like that.
It's still holding together, and the pages are good.
Yeah, they're still shiny.
Yeah.
No coffee stains. And it sold for just under $138 shipped.
And this came in a big lot of Nintendo powers, which we haven't even listed yet, which reminds me I need to. But I had a bunch of extra guides that were worth more money parting out separately, so that was cool. You don't judge me, girl. I just work here. Next. Our last item?
Next is the Bloom. I think Bloomhouse Book of Nightmares, The Haunted City by Jason Blum. And this book sold for $10 shipped.
Probably had a rough childhood.
It's kind of weird though because I think the title is only on the spine.
Yeah, and like
it's just
maybe it had a dust
eyes.
jacket. I don't know. Probably not because it's like that.
I don't know. See, guys, it's just creepy eyes.
No, it was in a big book box. Sold it for $10. I don't know how. It's been up for a little while. That's all we got, guys. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate you watching. There's a little bit of time left, but we're gonna get this packed up and then get ready for bed. Anything you want to say?
Like that it's purple.
Anything you want to say?
No.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We
Merry
appreciate
Christmas,
it.
Happy New Year.
That's already passed. Love you. Bye.
Bye.